What's up, folks? I'm Al Walker. We are back this week on HCW Live. I've been away for a couple of weeks. Mr. Lance Mikes and Glenn Green, they couldn't even get me a decent fucking mic to do my show, so I had to buy my own. Now we're back, and yeah, I've got quite a lot to get through. 2 weeks of talking and 2 weeks of missing your favorite host in the world, yours truly, Al Walker. I've got a face that only a mother could love, but every wife that you've had is fucked. Anyway, I just want to get on with something really quick. There's been quite a lot of people talking about if my job's safe recently, because apparently Glenn Green doesn't like my stance on natural selection. Well, I don't like Glenn Greeny. I go to Lance Mikes for my check because Glenn Greeny's a fat, out-of-weight piece of trash, and I don't want to talk to him in my off days. But anyway, now get that personal vendetta out the way. Let's talk about Insanity. It's 2 weeks away now. You can watch it high definition on HCW Live. We are so excited for it. The main event, Tyke Index, Vettori, Last Man Standing. Did you see this week on Bloody Monday Night Hell? That was some... I couldn't believe the end of the match between Tyke Index and Jerry Christ. If you missed it, you've got to watch it. Tyke Index won the match after... Jerry Christ missed the Street Dreams off the top of the cage. After the match, though, Vettori came out. We haven't really seen much of Vettori and Tyke Index intermingling before now, but that all changed this past week. Vettori attacked Tyke Index with the steel chair, and then he tied him up to the steel cage and kept bashing his head with the chair again. It was vicious. It was brutal. Vettori went over. The fans hated it. They were chanting for Tyke. But there was nothing really that MD could do. He locked himself in the cage. The fans couldn't get to Tyke. So yeah, it was quite a and the look in Tyke's eye after the match, he was glazed over. But you can be sure there's going to be hell to pay this week when the tag match between Tyke and Kara take on Vettori and Echo. That's going to be some match, and also you've got Glenn Greeny and Lance Mikes in that as well. Can't forget about them. But yeah, it's going to be absolutely brutal. Also this week, Chanel White and Gladiator took on Shock and Ice, two newcomers here at HCW. Shock and Ice looked very impressive, but what should be noted is Gladiator walked off. It was unlike him. I mean, we've seen the last month he hasn't had the best of luck in the ring. He's been on a bit of a losing streak since he never won at the pay-per-view. But it came to a head this past week on Monday Night Hell when he walked off and left Chanel White in the ring all himself. And Gladiator, well, I don't know, but Fear. Now let's get a Fear. Fear. He interfered in the match. Fear, interfere. Oh, whatever. I'm in a bad mood today. I'm trying to make funny jokes to get myself over. But anyway, Fear came out at the end of the match, and wham! He stole an Olympus trophy off Chanel. Now, Chanel is a girl you just don't want to fuck with, so I think Fear, he done the right thing. He got backstage. Linda Chadwick's trying to catch up with him. He passed an Olympus trophy to some assailant in a limousine. We don't know who it was. My guess is it's one of Fear's old associates, maybe a mate. Maybe it's nobody important. Maybe it's all innocent. Maybe he told the limo driver it was his. But anyway, that driver, he sped off like the speed of the night. So right now, there's rumors circulating in HCW who the actual limo driver was and why he would want to help Fear, why he would want to take part in something so dastardly, something that would leave Chanel White, one of our best performers here in HCW, in tatters. But you can bet your bottom dollar she'll get that trophy back. And if she does face Fear at Insanity, I've got a feeling she's going to kick Fear's ass. Yeah, and on to other news, well, I mentioned Vettori earlier, the #1 contender of the HCW World Championship. He took on Kara this past week on Monday Night Hell, and that was some match. That was a fantastic match. Both competitors gave it their all. But, yeah, and Fear came out at the start of that one again. If we got maybe an allegiance between Fear and Vettori, I don't know what's going on there, but that was quite suspicious. And, of course, we had Vettori win that match. That was very close thought, but, yeah, after hitting her with the wrench, it was how she wrote in that one. And, yeah, we got a couple of people leaving the Fed this week. Luther Black, he's had his release confirmed. We've also had new faces come in. Shock and Ice, I mentioned them earlier. They look very impressive. And Glacier, whoa, that is a huge signing for HCW. You might remember his one-off match with the world champion last month where he beat Tyke Index. He beat him the week before he won the world title. What does that say? Does that mean he's in for that title? I don't know. He's definitely up. I'm sure if nothing else, Tyke wants to get his hands on him and overwrite that match. But, yeah. Also, we had the Shadow Odin Snape. He came in, and well, he looks fantastic. The Shadow. I mean, he lost against Sean Stevens, who was very impressive this past week. But something tells me both of these guys, we're going to see a lot more from them over the next few weeks, leading up to. We're coming into the summer months now, so summer is normally the time when fans where they seem to boom, and HCW is no different. We're looking to take our product to a whole new level, and we're getting there. Every week we're getting closer, and we're getting closer and closer and closer. But we're not quite there yet. We're just trying. If you know anybody that loves wrestling, send them to a wrestling school, Hard Knock Lessons. John, he'll take care of them and he'll train them up. We've got products for everyone, guys. We're looking to give the average Joes a chance in life. If you love wrestling and you've always thought it's beyond you, come to HCW and we'll sort you out. But yeah. Also, the Pure Wrestling Championship comes into play at the pay-per-views. Defiance against Natural Selection. Kara taking on Echo Rain, who lost against Hell's Guardian this past week. And that's another thing. I'll get Hell's Guardian in another show. But right now I want to talk about Echo and Kara. These two women have been absolutely brutal. It's going to be a vampire against the Barbie doll, but Kara doesn't like that tag. Don't let her hear you say that. But yeah, those two are going to go off for the Pure Wrestling Championship, which has a huge history in HCW, and we're bringing it back. So tune into that insanity. Yeah, and I was mentioning Hell's Guardian earlier. He destroyed Echo Rain, and Echo Rain's been in a role here in HCW, but yeah, Hell's Guardian, he was very impressive, and I'm sure he'll have something to do this upcoming week. Yeah, but there's so much stuff going on. I want y'all to tune in to Monday Night Hell this coming week. It's going to be a huge show leading into the pay-per-view. So much stuff's going to be going on it. Will Dynamic Derek Daniels join Defiance? He was made the offer from Tyke Index this past week. We don't know if he's going to join or if he's going to say no. This kid is a rising star right now. Everybody's talking about him all over the world, both sides of the Atlantic. People want to know what that Dynamic Derek Daniels, the Triple D, is going to do this week. Is he going to join Defiance? Is he going to stick the finger up to Tyke Index? Who knows? You're going to have to tune in to Monday Night Hell to find out. But I'm sure it's going to be huge repercussions whatever happens with that one. But I want to end on a little note. I've got some letters from HCW fans. The first letter comes from, where was it again? Yeah. This one comes from Dan in London. Oh, this doesn't have BJR Christ, does it? Oh, no, that's junk mail. But no, we had a letter earlier that was asking what was happening with Natural Selection because they seem to be off the pace lately. Well, if you know Natural Selection, you know they'll bounce back. They put out the Highlander and Gabriel Ohio, two of the biggest stars in HCW history. Those guys, they were only as big as their last match, and I'm sure they'll be back stronger. Echo Rain and Glenn Greene have started carried the buck for them lately, but yeah, they'll be back next week, no doubt. They need some time off to do with some family issues and some other stuff's going on. But those guys will be back. And we also have plenty of letters asking when we're coming by your town. We'll be by your town soon enough, guys. Don't worry about that. We try and visit as many places as possible. And just keep checking the MySpace and the official website, and I'm sure you'll find something in your area. But yeah, that's all I got time for today. Enjoy the show and tune in to Monday Night Hell. This has been your host, Al Locker. Tune in off. Adios.